May I come in, sir?
Please
Namaskar, sir.
take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Amrita,
Yes, sir.
are you fine?
Yes, sir.
You come from which place?
I am from Joranda, Dhenkanal, sir.
Please introduce yourself to the board.
Sir, I am Amrita Sahoo. I am from Joranda, Dhenkanal. I have completed my 10th and primary education from Mahima Girls High School, Joranda itself. Then I completed my plus 2 from Dhenkanal Junior College, and after that I have completed my graduation from 𝐼𝐾𝐃 College of Pharmacy, Cuttack, and I am currently continuing my PG from 𝐬𝐤𝐄 in Public Administration and preparing for Civil Service Examination.
IGNOU means it is a regular
Indira Gandhi
course
Open
or distance course.
Distance course.
So you are continuing in public administration.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So why Joranda is famous?
Sir, it is famous for Mahima Dharma.
Can you tell us about Mahima Dharma?
Yes, sir.
Who is the founder of Mahima Dharma?
Sir, the founder of Mahima Dharma was Mahima Gosai, or popularly known as Dhuriya Gosai. He propounded Mahima Dharma in 1862 while he was traveling Puri. There he basically founded the Dharma here. After that, he visited many places, and after a long visit and finally reached at Kapilas temple, and at the Kapilas mountain range, he started yogasan and sadhana. Thereafter, he came to Joranda, and this was the last place where he finally
What is
propounded
the philosophy of Mahima Dharma?
Sir, philosophy of Mahima Dharma is serving the people, and basically Mahima Dharma believes that there is no religion, and the God is 𝐬𝐿𝐾. That is, God has no shape, and everyone has the right to live their life to the fullest. And there is a famous saying by Sant Kavi Bhima Bhoi that ପ୍ରାଣୀଙ୍କ ଆରତ ଦୁଃଖ ଅପ୍ରମିତ ଦେଖୁ ଦେଖୁ କେବା ସହୁ ମୋ ଜୀବନ ପଛେ ନର୍କେ ପଡ଼ିଥାଉ ଜଗତ ଉଦ୍ଧାର ହେଉ. That is
Okay, whether there are different sects in Mahima Dharma. So can you
basically there are two type of sects. There are Kaupunidhari and Bakaladhari. The people of Bakaladhari we are the bark of trees, but the Kaupunidhari people we are cloth of orange color.
So what is the difference between Bolkada and Kaupin?
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Can you tell us about the importance of your district? Why
Yes, sir.
Dhenkanal is important?
Sir, from the view of natural diversity, it holds great reach of biodiversity in the form of Kapilas mountain range and elephant. It holds a lot of elephants, and it has mineral resource. It has a great Dhenkanal district is also famous for tourism. It holds tourist place like Kapilas Shiva Mandir, then Mahima Gadi, Saptasajya mountain range, and along with that Dhenkanal is also famous for the Gadjat movement.
So what is the contribution of Dhenkanal district to the industrial development in the state?
Sorry, sir.
To the industrial development in the state?
Sir, there is a Bhusana steel plant in the Dhenkanal district.
There are so many industries in and around Dhenkanal. Not only Bhushan, there are so many other steel plants are there. Also Dhenkanal, the mineral resources is They are okay. So you are now continuing your study in public administration,
Yes, sir.
and you are preparing for joining OS
Yes, sir.
in Odisha Administrative Service.
Yes, sir.
So do you find Odisha Administrative Service a suitable job
Yes, sir.
for you?
Yes, sir.
How?
Sir, I have always that interest to get involved in public service. This is the primary reason, and I think through civil service, Odisha Public Service Commission, I can contribute my knowledge and capacities for the overall development and overall well-being of the people of Odisha.
You have taken the B Farm.
Yes, sir.
So B Farm for what?
Pharmacy, sir.
Pharmacist.
Yes,
So you could have chosen pharmaceutical line.
Yes, sir. But through the job of pharmacy, I can only help the people in health sector, but the other sector of the society will remain neglected by me. So I choose civil service, through which I can use my capacities and capabilities to fulfill the aspiration and needs of the other people of the society.
Nowadays, blocks are catering to the lot of developmental activities in the state, in the society, in the area.
Yes, sir.
So, and also many developmental works are being taken up, infrastructure development, women empowerment, empowerment of other sector of the population. So, can you explain how block is catering to the developmental needs of our society and people?
Yes, sir. Sir, block as the basic unit of development has many role to play. Like in each village panchayat, BDO plays an important role, and being at the block level, he or she can also look over after the major policies decision, and plays a key role in policy implementation as well. Recognizing the policy need of the people at the ground level also important, and in these areas the block level plays an important role. And in recent cases, the Odisha government announces Subhadra Yojana for women also, and in this scheme also block is playing an important role.
Okay. So, in the health sector also, Odisha, do you find the services are provided to women and children are sufficient? And what are the schemes now being implemented? Whether those schemes they truly cater to our needs?
Sir, in case of women health care, there are a scheme provided by Government of Odisha, and there are improvement over the year in.
What are the schemes?
Sir, Mamata Yojana for pregnant women, providing them financial assistance. Then ASA and Anganwadi workers are also providing healthcare assistance to the pregnant women in villages. For anemic women also, there is distribution of folic acid and iron tablets.
Anyway, so what do you mean by administration?
Sir, administration is basically management of the day-to-day affairs of the government.
Anything more?
Sir, it deals with how the government resources could be correctly used for the public purpose, and how the government through its development activities can bring welfare to the people.
Who is the head of the government?
Sir, nominal head or?
You tell me. Who is the head of the government?
Sir, the nominal head is the in state government, nominal head is the governor, but the real head lies with the real head and authority is the chief minister.
So why governor is said a nominal head?
Because governor is not dealt directly with the public at large. and he act as the he is appointed by the appointed by president to oversee the government function only. But in case of chief minister, along with the council of minister, he oversees the functions of the government, day-to-day life of the government, the policy need of the people, and fulfill the aspiration and requirements of the people through their policy initiative.
Should we abolish the post of governor?
No,
Since
sir.
it is a nominal head, should we abolish? Since he is not working, he is appointed by center, and the chief minister is elected by the people, and he looks after the day-to-day affairs. So why should we bear all those cost of the governor having a big building, a governor house, and so many other movement, he for so many management of governor's office. So should we abolish the post of governor so that huge amount of expenditure we can save? It
No,
can
sir.
be we can prevent and save a lot of resources.
No, sir. Beside being the nominal head of the government, governor also plays a very important role during the time of emergency, state emergency, and he also overlooked the overall administration of the state government. So, in this way, governor has also an important role in the government policy. And all the government policies or bills are converted into act only after the signature of governor, or only after the assent of the governor. So the post of the governor is very important for the administration.
Democracy is defined as the government of the people, for the people and by the people.
Yes, sir.
Do you think in our country, our democratic form of government, our government is truly a people-centric government?
Yes, sir.
How?
Because
How do you think so? I don't think so. Because during vote, people are they take money and give vote to a particular person. Or somebody, people say his son is appointed somewhere, he votes a particular person. So there are different reasons we don't exercise our conscience, our mind. We don't consider the capacity of the person, the quality of the person who is a candidate. Criminals are also there. So do you find everything is okay?
Sir, I agree there are problems because India is such a large India has large democracy, and its population is also very high. So with such diverse population and with such diversity, there are many problems. But government is doing government is taking all the measure which are necessary for the people, like providing. Bringing social justice for the people, and also bringing various schemes and all the measures from time to time to deal with any situation. So I think government is doing good.
Okay, thank you.
So Amrita, you are basically you did your B Pharma, right? Now
Yes,
you
sir.
are pursuing distance education in 𝐼𝐚𝐥𝐿.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and your optional is your public administration. This is your first attempt.
Yes, sir.
Nice. So, now do you think that pharmaceutical industry are profit making?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, if I say as per report Economic Times, pharmaceutical industry now they are the highest contribution in to the India's GDP. Is it so?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about it.
Okay. So, name some good pharmaceutical industries.
Sun Pharma, Aurobindo Pharma, Alchem.
They are the Indian base basically. 𝐒𝐿.
The
Okay.
original company.
Okay. So during COVID time, there is an Indian pharmaceutical industry who has an immense contribution worldwide. Name the your company name and what was his contribution.
Serum Institute of India.
Serum Institute. He was heading by
Mr. Sarad Punnewala.
Yeah, other Poonwallah. Okay, Poonwallah. Okay. So, what kind of product they are really making?
So they were making Covaxin.
Vaccines. Okay. So pharmaceutical industries, now if I say that one, so what do you think you are going to, suppose you are in administration, okay, now. Now regarding the health, pharmaceutical industry has really an importance. People are really dependent worldwide, everywhere. If you go to the Western countries, they are more dependent. In fact, they don't believe in other than allopathic, they hardly believe in anything. But in India, we are having different options, okay. So, if I say the cancer as it is, why it has not so much, means pharmaceutical industry, why it is lagging in terms of your, your absolute cure, if I say. Still there is a symptomatic treatment and other, you can say for, if I say those particularly regarding symptomatic treatment, also there is a radiation therapy also. So do you think that this pharmaceutical industry are really hiding or they don't want to cure the cancer as an disease?
Yes, sir. There are research going on for the development of cancer-related drugs, but we still need more infrastructure and government support for further development, because research in cancer requires a lot of money and advanced infrastructure. So we need to spend more amount of money in research.
So if I go for the any other perspective, so if the world is much ahead of exploring your Mangal mission Mangal, and we are reaching to the other planets, we are reaching to the south pole of the moon, then we are inventing so many things. So do you think that cancer is really, means the world is not, I think it is deliberately there not to go for the vaccines or to cure this disease for your commercial purpose? Is it so? What is your view regarding this?
Sir, the first thing is cancer is such a disease in which the cells are grown very unregulatedly.
Unregulated, okay.
And the second thing is that cancer recognition is also a late process.
Late process, okay.
So, and a third thing is in India, basically, the amount of money we need for research and clinical trial is not sufficient. So, I think these are the problem. But everyone is doing research in case of pharmaceutical industry for developing drugs or vaccine related to cancer.
Okay. So you belongs to, all right. You belongs to Dhenkanal, your district.
Yes, sir.
Right. So what kind of your minerals are your Dhenkanal district is blessed with?
Sorry, sir, I am unable to recall this.
Earlier you said an answer that is Garjat Hills.
Mica.
Mica, okay. Garjat Hills, you said it.
Garjat.
Hills. In which part of Indian physiography system Garjat Hills really falls?
Western Ghat.
Which
Sorry,
part?
which
Which
part?
physiography को part रे पड़ुची Garjat Hills टा?
Oh, in Central Plateau.
हाँ, okay. Central Plateau specifically which part रे आसचे?
Sorry, sir, I am unable to recall.
So, Dhenkanal, do you think that Dhenkanal, your Odisha has industrially now in the prosperous state in terms of industrial, if I say? So, Dhenkanal is among them?
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, the first problem, as I recognize, is the presence of forest areas and the biodiversity around it, which needs environmental clearance, and this is the biggest problem because in Dhenkanal, most of the places are covered with natural scenic like mountains or trees or forest cover. So clearing, when we put up an industry or when we set up an industry, it releases environmental pollutant, which ultimately give harm to all the wildlife present in the jungle. So that is one of the basic reason that getting clearance for setting up an industry in Dhenkanal is critical.
Is there any wildlife sanctuaries there in Dhenkanal?
No, sir.
You spoke about few times ago
Kapilas.
about Saptasajya, Kapilas.
Saptasajya is not a wildlife sanctuary. It is a tourist place.
Okay. Okay. So your optional is your public administrations. Okay. Before coming to optional one questions, which are the sunrise sectors basically?
So the food processing industry and electric vehicle manufacturing industries.
Come again.
Electric vehicle manufacturing industries.
Okay. These two only.
No, sir. Solar power generation. Industry.
Okay. Public administration. Why you choose public administration? You have already did your pharmaceutical. So why you choose public
Sir,
administration as an optional?
The first thing is that there was no optional related to pharmacy subject.
You could have choose zoology basically or chemistry.
Sir,
you have got much resemblance with chemistry also.
Sir, but there were very small portion in our study.
Okay.
So after and leaving that, I found public administration interesting.
Okay.
And as it include administration as subject of study, so I choose for that.
Okay. When was this concept of Panchayati Raj institution emerged?
So the concept of Panchayati Raj emerged in 90s through the process of 73rd and 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act.
Okay. Is it working now? If I say during 1970s you said or 1990s?
90s, sir.
1990s. So during these 3 or 4 decades somehow, you think that Panchayati Raj is working well in India?
Yes, sir.
Which method is particular it is following this one?
Sir, it is a process of democratic decentralization.
Democratic?
Decentralization. And the process of Gram Sabha that is in the provision of 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act that include in Panchayati Raj. It really enables people to be a part of the administration and take initiative from their level.
Okay. If I go for how many states are there in India now?
28 states.
28 states. Okay. If I go for the State Reorganizations Act, which is the first state that formed in India?
Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh. When?
1950.
1950s. Okay. 1950s. Okay. 50s you says. Okay. This is quite intelligent. Okay. So, if I say regarding the Panchayat Raj institutions, Supreme Court has addressed to formed a committee which specially dealt with the PRIs, Panchayat Raj institutions, because since India's major population reside in village, right? So, may I know that what is that committee name that Supreme Court has addressed to form that one?
Sorry, sir, I will read it.
Okay. So, do you think that this good governance factor, if I say in public administrations, good governance is really India means that?
Yes, sir.
How?
Sir, first thing is good governance includes some of the basic fundamentals like participatory democracy, and we recently talked about the Panchayati Raj system, then citizen-centric administration, and in the form of Odisha Public Service Act, we are awareing citizen about the availability of service and equitable distribution. We talk about equity in good governance. We know about social justice that our government is doing for the people, and accountability, transparency through Right to Information Act 2005. So these are the fundamentals, or these are the rules I believe government is exercising good governance.
Okay. All right. So, what is the difference between accountability and transparency?
Sir, accountability, when we make someone responsible for the work they have done, is accountability. Transparency is maintaining the correct procedure and doing as per the rule and as per the law.
All right. So if I go for the last government, means last ruling party, there is a concept of 5T in Odisha. Do you
Yes,
think
sir.
that it's work well for Odisha?
Yes, sir.
Explain.
And sir, 5T include teamwork, transparency, time, and sorry, I forget other two now.
Okay.
And in this process, I have seen many transformation in the form of 5T school, and government functionaries have become more efficient. So I think 5T has done well.
Okay. So achievements you have mentioned as that Rajya Puraskar in cuts your scouts and guides. Okay,
Yes.
nice. Where did you practice? You had experienced such scouts and guides in which areas?
Sir, in 2014, I get Rajya Puraskar.
Okay. So then you said you have mentioned, oh my goodness, your hair donation to the cancer patient.
Yes, sir.
Where you have did this? Nice.
Sir, sometime through some social media post, I have came across such situation when I see the patient suffering from cancer are losing their hair through the process of chemotherapy, and I felt they feel morally very down when they have no hair and bald all over the time. So I decided to donate my hair, and
Are you really involved with any NGOs there? Or it's sort of, you visited some of one, you said it that. Which
no, sir,
cancers?
through Instagram.
Through Instagram you
Yes,
follow
sir.
this thing.
Yes.
You are practically visited any cancers hospital or any NGOs you have visited?
No, sir, I have never get that opportunity to
So
visit
where you have
any
donated
hospital.
this your hair?
But I have one of my friend's mother who is going through the same situation.
In which hospitals? I mean, in New Dhenkanal in some areas.
No, other place in Kotak.
In Cuttack.
Yes,
How
sir.
they are going to transplant? I mean, hair donations particularly after your donations, are they going to again weaving that one or how else?
Sir, for 1 week they require the hair of 4 to 5%, because they have to pick out the good hairs from all the collected hairs, and after they make another week for the patient.
Nice. Okay. Your hobbies you mentioned as just spending time with kids and walking.
Yes.
So spending time with kids means what can you say? Few lines about this one.
Sir, there are some children at my home, at my nearby home. I after the study, when I get bored, I spend time with them.
Okay, walking is basically, I mean, so what type of walk? You daily or sometimes in your roof walking, street walking,
Is this
riverside walking, then
street walking, sir?
street walking. So is it a regular practice?
Yes, sir. In the after 4 p.m., I normally goes for a walk. Go for a walk.
What you observe during your walk?
So we generally socialize at that time, because at home there was only 3 members in my family. So during this process, I socialize with other people who are working and observe nature. Sometimes listen to music also.
Okay, good.
So, student of public administration, optional, right?
Yes, sir.
You're continuing your masters in public administration
sir.
as well. Tell me something about separation of power, theory of separation of power.
Sir, separation of power means separation of power between executive, judiciary and legislative. To conduct the public service in a sustainable manner, all the powers between 3 organs of the government have been divided, and each control other in one way or another when there is violation by any organ of the government of any law or policy.
Which type of separation of power is this? Legislature, executive and judiciary?
Sir, can you repeat the question?
Okay. How many types of separation of power is there? Different types of separation of power.
Can I take a moment?
Sorry? Yes. Okay. Can I say there is a separation of power between center and state?
Yes, sir.
right? And
Yes,
another
sir.
one you have given as example, like legislature, executive, and judiciary.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it same or a different type of separation of power?
No, it's different.
Different. First one is
First one is basically it's between the three organ of the government, but when you say about separation of power between center and state, it's basically the federal relationship. That is, center has certain power that it can exercise, and state have specific power which it exercise for the state level, for the state.
where it is mentioned in the constitution.
So the article.
Anything, whatever you remember.
Sir, federal structure is a basic structure of the constitution, and
What are the subjects on which
Article-
center can work
uh,
exclusively for center?
so
State
the
cannot
subject in
work.
residuary subjects are only under the power of the.
Okay. Then what is the first one? How many lists? What do you know about the 7th schedule of the Indian Constitution?
And there are three lists:
Yes, now getting to the point.
central list, state list, and concurrent list.
Okay, what about concurrent list? What is it?
Concurrent list, the provision in concurrent list, the state can exercise power over
Yes.
it, but in case of any conflict between the center and state, the central laws always prevail.
Central law always prevails.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there any subject which is there both in the concurrent list and state list?
Yes, sir.
What is it? Any idea? Any example?
Education,
Yes, education. Now
health.
Now which law will prevail? Let's say there is a law on education formulated by the state government by virtue of using the state list, right? Another law on the same list, same subject of education formulated by the central government, same subject, same law. Now there is a conflict. Which will prevail?
Central law, sir.
State law is not going to prevail.
No.
So I'm talking about the conflict between the state law and the law formulated by the central government in case of concurrent list. Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Because in conflict, in case of in any conflict of laws for the subject included in concurrent list, central laws always prevail over state list.
Okay, right. So what are the different theories of motivation that you have studied in public administration?
Sir, Maslow motivation theory,
Yes, very good.
Hertzberg motivation theory.
Yeah. Maslow is all about, just a basic point.
Sir, Maslow is about self-actualization, need, social esteem.
Okay. ଆପଣ जो ओएस परीक्षा ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ସେ ପରୀକ୍ଷାଟାକୁ यूपीएससी कंडक्ट କରି ପାରିବ ଏବେ କିଏ कंडक्ट କରୁଛି
Odisha Public
यूपीएससी
Service
कंडक्ट କରି
Commission.
ପାରିବ ସେ ପରୀକ୍ଷା एनी प्रोविजन
Yes, if requested by state government.
गोटे स्टेट मन कर लेट्स से देयर इज अ रिक्वेस्ट फ्रॉम द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ऑफ ओडिशा नाउ यूपीएससी करि परियो
Yes,
नाउ
sir.
किछि प्रोविजन अछि ता से एडेड प्रोविजन
Sorry, sir, I'm not exactly unable to.
अच्छा ओपीएससी डब्ल्यूबीपीसीएस एग्जामिनेशन कंडक्ट करि परियो
Sir, in that case, we need a joint public service commission.
वेरी गुड जॉइंट पब्लिक सर्विस कमिशन ठीक अछि आसन
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You do your work.
आसन
এটা ফিডব্ୟାକ୍ ସେସନ୍ ଏନିକି ତମେ ଆନ୍ସର୍ ତ ବହୁତ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ କହିଲ ଫାର୍ମାସ୍ୟୁଟିକାଲ୍ସ ଯାହା ବି ପଚାରି ଢେଙ୍କାନାଳ ଉପରେ ସବୁ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ବଟ୍ ତମେ ଯେଉଁ ପ୍ରଥମେ କହିଲ କି ଢେଙ୍କାନାଳ ଇଜ୍ ନଟ୍ ଏ ହବ୍ ଢେଙ୍କାନାଳ ଇଜ୍ ଇଭ୍ ଏ ହବ୍ ଢେଙ୍କାନାଳ ଅନୁଗୁଳକୁ ପର୍ଟିକୁଲାରଲି କୁହାହେଉଛି ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରିଆଲି ଗୋଟେ ହବ୍ ଓଡ଼ିଶାର 5ଟା ହବ୍ ଅଛି ତା ଭିତରୁ ଢେଙ୍କାନାଳ ଅନୁଗୁଳ ହେଲା ପର୍ଟିକୁଲାରଲି ଗୋଟେ ହବ୍ ବିକଜ୍ ଅଫ୍ ୟୁର ପ୍ରକ୍ସିମିଟି ଅଫ୍ ୟୁର ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରିଜ୍ proximity nearness to the market and access to the your minerals and water also है ढेंकानाल इज बेस्ट नो कहबनी yes it is there industries विषय जाना खाली तमर भूषण स्टील प्लांट अच्छी है वर्तमान तो टाटा ओवर कला टेक ओवर कला है भूषण को बोधे देन योर जिंदल्स अच्छी लॉट्स ऑफ गुड कंपनीज आल्सो देयर जो ने नेशनल लेवल रा
Sir, I have a question. Actually, सेटा एबे अनुगुल ले पडुची तो मु सेटा को कहि परिबी
ढेंकानाल ये पर्टिकुलरली ढेंकानाल जदी देखिबो ढेंकानाल तमे गोटे जो को कहले
अनुगुळे कोटा पडुची
आगे जिंदल
जिंदल टांगु कमलांग कमलांग पावर प्लांट एटा ढेंकानाल ना
है खाली ढेंकानाल
से सिटी माने जो आमर ढेंकानाल ठारू 5-7 किलोमीटर गला परे सिटी अनेक गुड़े छोट छोट इंडस्ट्री अच्छी ना गोटे शक्ति सुगार अच्छी आउ एपटे आपणकर सब अच्छी आमर जो ये ब्रिक्स जो कौन से कहते जोटा आमर ब्लास्ट फर्नेस यूज हुए
तुम जो ये ब्रिक्स फायर गिफ्टिंग जोटा कि तुम ब्लास्ट फर्नेस यूज तुम मलेशियन ब्रिक्स से बर्तमान इंडिया करे এটা তোমার ঢেঙ্কানাল লেভেল তুমি খালি ন্যাশনাল লেভেল যাওনি देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ 3 टाइप्स ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज वन इज गुड नेशनल लेवल आ गुड तुम मीडियम इंडस्ट्री आ गुड स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री
रूमटार भी अच्छी ना सेटा सब बिग इंडस्ट्रीज रूमटार भी अच्छी सेठी गोटे प्लांट अच्छी स्टील प्लांट हाँ बहुत गुडे इंडस्ट्री अच्छी
तुमर ये अच्छी अभिजीत रा भी सेठी भी अच्छी बहुत गुडे अच्छी तुम टिके या पर कल्चर करो है ना ढेंकानाल ऊपर तुम आउट करो एंड रिगार्डिंग योर फिलोसफी एंड रिलीजियस मत लगे जो क्वेश्चन पचला महिमा धर्म उपर इनफैक्ट मुझे जोरंदा जाइए बहुत बढ़िया जगह तापर तुम कर बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम सिंस यू आर एंटरिंग टू द एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव तो बहुत जिन जाना पड़ो ढेंकानाल उपर ढेंकानाल इज वन ऑफ द दोज डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स वन ऑफ द डिस्ट्रिक्ट जी की ओडिशा रे जीडीपी रे इंप्रूवमेंट रे हैज गॉट एन कंसिडरेबल कंसिडरेशन है माने कंट्रीब्यूशन से ढेंकानाल अच्छी इफ आई से पीआरआईज ऊपर तुम बहुत बढ़िया कहला पंचायत राज इंस्टीट्यूशन डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन व्हाट तुम दल एक्सप्लेन कल दैट इज रियली नाइस बट मे कमिटी ऊपर अगेन यू आर स्टूडेंट ऑफ पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन यू हैव टू नो ऑल दिस थिंग्स कमिटी मन रख दैट इज तुम किए बलवंत राय मेहता कमिटी है ना बलवंत राय मेहता कमिटी है ना तो सेटा पढ़ो ठीक अच्छे ब्रश ऑफ करो ये तुम इम्प्रूवमेंट पे आस सनराइज सेक्टर तुम कहल सनराइज सेक्टर को माने बेसिकली तुम जब कह फूड प्रोसेसिंग ता संगे तुम सब बर्तमान हाइड्रोजन फ्यूएल बर्तमान नाउ इंडिया इज तुम जो रिन्यूएबल सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी नौ रिन्यूएबल सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी सोलार छड़ा भी हाइड्रोजन फ्यूएल भी अच्छे बर्तमान बहुत बड़ इंपोर्टेंट से जिन है तो मत लगला कि ओवरऑल तुम बहुत गुड़े सब जहाँ पचार आंसर तुम यू आर वेल स्पोकन जोटा जान तापर भी तुम कह दूच कि येस मुझे जानी बोली बट मतलब जीएसटी तुम आउ टे पढ़ सो दैट तुम मतलब तुम एबिलिटी अच्छी तुम आहरी भी भल स्कोर कर है पढ़ द फर्स्ट चांस आई थिंक एटा दिस टाइम
सियोदे बहुत तुम बयस केते
24
ये जो बहुत ब्राइट चांस अच्छे 20-24 आराम से करना है फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट तुम पहुँच एंड यू आर बेसिकली वेल पढ़ारे भी वेल स्प्रेड आउ कैंसर डोनेशन हेयर डोनेशन उपर आउ कल्चर कर इफ यू से कि मुझे एमती एनजीओस को जाइए ढेंकानाल तो बहुत सारा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन तुम कहल कि देखुची से जाइए बट तुम एक्चुअली कर इट इज ऑल्सो वेल से जिन कि मुझे विजिट कर ड्यूरिंग दैट वन है माने जो जिनसा करिछो ताको टे सेव दियो सो दैट यू विल गेट एन पॉजिटिव इंप्रेशंस बिकॉज योर हॉबीज एंड योर अचीवमेंट्स आल्सो इंपैक्ट ऑन योर पर्सनालिटीज आल्सो ठीक अछि अपार्ट फ्रॉम गोटे गुड एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन खाली दरकार वर्तमान तुम एटीट्यूड मैटर्स कर रादर देन एप्टीट्यूड अच्छी बोली तुम ये पहुँच बट आ पर तुम एटीट्यूड बहुत मैटर कर जोटा कि यही पर्सनालिटीज और इतने बहुत एगुड़ा सब करे आउ मत लगुच कि हॉबीज तुम लिखिछ स्पेंडिंग टाइम विथ किड्स वॉकिंग तुम आउटा को इम्प्रोवाइज कर आई डोंट थिंक इट इज वेल सफिशिएंट वॉकिंग कौन इट्स अ वेरी वेक टाइप रादर यू कैन से
हॉबी इज इट बाइंडिंग इज इट कंपल्सरी
हॉबीज ता से पर्सनालिटी कोर्चन से मैंडेटरी कोर्स यूपीएससी दोउची यूपीएससी रे माने फॉलो करछन
जो वन मस्ट हैव वन परस्यू एन हॉबी
हां वन पर्सन हॉबी किंतु तमे जो स्पेंडिंग टाइम विथ किड्स सेमती
सर आई कैन ऐड सिंगिंग दैट इन दैट
सिंगिंग डांसिंग
सिंगिंग आई कैन ऐड सिंगिंग
अच्छा सिंगिंग तुम दे परियो सिंगिंग माने व्हिच टाइप ऑफ अगेन सिंगिंग देरो बहुत वास्ट
डिवोशनल सॉन्ग्स
बेसिकली डिवोशनल अगेन पुनी आसी व्हिच टाइप ऑफ डिवोशनल
जगन्नाथ भजन
सर एठी गोटे पॉइंट अछि सर हेयर डोनेशन ऊपर लिखछन तो ताकू हॉबी रखन कि सेवा करछि जे कि लोक मान हां फ्री टाइम रे जेतु फार्मेसी पढिछि फ्री टाइम रे मु सेवा करछि पेशेंट
हां फ्री टाइम फार्मेसी पढिछि मोर जेतु फार्मास्यूटिकल
सोशल सर्विस कैन बी हॉबी
ये सोशल सर्विस तुम कर परियो रादर एटी तुम लिखो सर जोटा कहले सोशल सर्विस तुम लिखि पर बिकॉज़ ऑलरेडी यू डिड इट तुम एटी मु लिखि दस तुम रादर है सोशल सर्विस तुम ताको नियो आ ताको कर तेरे तुम जो तुम कहले सोशलाइजेशन बोले वर्किंग कला बडे सेटा मु करिछि लोकंकर आई विजिटेड आ सेटा नै कि भी तुम गोटे गोटे अट्रैक्ट करि परियो मैग्नेट बडे मार्क्स हैला टी गाइडेंस सेटा त हम काम सेटा तुम करछु बट ताको तुम स्ट्रक्चर आउट करि लिखो सोशल सर्विस करो आ तुम एटी सोशल सर्विस लिखला पर साइड लिखि देबो कि हेयर डोनेशन रादर एटा नै कि एठी पड़े
ओके सर
हैला एंड रेस्ट इज फाइन तुमरो मत लागु जे विल बी सिलेक्टेड अच्छी माने फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट रे पहुंचो आ टिके पढ़ो when is your date?
30th September.
13th.
30th.
Still a time both. Another 20 days is there. करो प्रिपरेशन करो बहुत ऊपर कमिटी गुड़ा पढ़ो टिके एला संडे माने जीएस ऊपर आ पबाडर ऊपर देन रेस्ट इज फाइन ओके गुड
Thank you.
यस सर
मोर ऑब्जर्वेशन होची जे इट इज ओके बट इटा मु एथि कहूँ जे फास्ट अटेम्प्ट रे यू हैव क्लियर्ड मेन सो यू हैव अ बेटर चांस टू क्लियर इन फास्ट अटेम्प्ट कि जो आज जमी इंटरव्यू है आर यू सैटिस्फाइड आउ टिके इम्प्रूव करा पड़ो
Yes sir.
इम्प्रूव कौन करा पड़ो ना आम गोटे एनालिटिका दवा पड़ो माने सपोज महिमा धर्म उपर जो कहले महिमा धर्म उपर आउ टिके अधिका कह पड़ो यू हैव टू से द बेसिक फिलोसफी महिमा धर्म यहाँ हिंदू धर्मर पार्ट कि ना आउ जब हिंदूर मोट डिफरेंट कौन सो महिमा धर्म प्राय बेसिकाली आम देखुचे सेठी माने किए माने डाउन ट्रोडन पीपुल बेसी भक्त सब
Again.
नहीं कि माने से सब
Basically from the lower communities,
Lower
a society
communities.
called it.
अनटचेबल एंड ये आमर तो नहीं कहया कथा नुहे से मन सब बेसी मेंबर देन दे कैटर टू द एमांसिपेशन ऑफ द पुअर एंड डाउन ट्रोडन पॉवर्टी स्ट्रिकन दलित ए बातकर से होचंती ये तेणु से इट इज आल्सो महिमा धर्म हिंदू धर्मर गोटे पार्ट हेले भी ताठो डिफरेंट सेठी देरी मूर्ति पूजा नहीं
शून्य पूजा
आइडल वर्शिप नहीं हला अलेख महिमा से कहती देयर इज नो
शून्य को पूजा करो
शून्य को पूजा करती
Yes sir.
देयर इज नो गॉड सो गॉड इज महाशून्य तेणु युवा सब टी जाना पड़ो आउ तार मेन ये होती भक्त कवि मुह भई
Yes sir.
है तेणु ठीक अच्छे सब ये जाना पड़ो आउ टे विभिन्न स्कीम उपर जाना पड़ो
Again.
है जेहेतु यू हैव डन फार्मासी हेल्थ उपर जाना पड़ो
Yes,
गवर्नमेंट स्कीम उपर आउ जनरल पॉलिटिकल माने एक्टिविटीज डेमोक्रेसी आम फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट आमर भोटिंग बिहेवियर ऑफ द पीपुल केतले की क्वेश्चन आसीपे है आमर सोशल जस्टिस वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट यू शुड एम्पावरमेंट गला माने आम स्कीम जाना पड़ो हाउ डू वी एम्पावर वुमेन व्हाट आर द स्कीम्स व्हाई वुमेन नीड टू एम्पावर बिकॉज टिल नाउ देयर इज वी आर सोसाइटी इज मेल डोमिनेटेड वुमेन पार्टिसिपेशन इज नॉट देयर आम केमी करूँ माने पॉलिटिक्स एंट्री करूँ फिनान्शियल ये दौचु सो दैट दे फिनान्शियली दे विल बी सेल्फ सफिशिएंट सो दे कैन कंट्रीब्यूट टू द फैमिली इनकम फैमिली डेवलपमेंट सो दैट दे विल हैव ए वॉइस इन द फैमिली डिसीजन मेकिंग सो दीज आर द फैक्टर्स व्हिच नीड्स वी एक्चुअली एम्पावर वुमेन मीन्स दे हैव टू बी एजुकेटेड दे हैव टू बी फाइनेंशियल सफिशिएंट they should do some work, they should have equal participation in decision making, in government, in social work. So now women, in this way women can be empowered. What are the schemes, whether these schemes are sufficient, how to improve it. So you have to go to deep.
Yes sir.
When you start one topic means you should know various points.
Yes sir.
It should be, you have a ending. You should have an ending. Beginning means it should end. And it should be a good ending, it's a confident ending, so
Yes.
that you can impress the board. Means you can better perform in the interview.
Yes sir.
So otherwise we are satisfied in your performance because first attempt and your delivery is also good and you try to improve it. So you can better perform. If you can perform better in the interview, there is every chance you can qualify.
You have a right chance.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
सो बहुत बढ़िया स्टूडेंट ब्राइट स्टूडेंट तो एंट्री कले विदिन 5 मिनिट्स वॉइस बहुत बढ़िया थिला आई कांटेक्ट बहुत बढ़िया एंट्री और ग्रीटिंग्स ए पर्यंत जिते जन आसी आपण डोर जो नॉक कले और एंट्री कले फास्ट स्टेप केते ना बहुत बढ़िया थिला है सेम जिनस हमको कंटिन्यू करियार अछि बहुत इंपोर्टेंट बट लैटर ऑन 5-10 मिनिट पर कि 7-8 मिनिट पर पाखापाखि कॉन्फिडेंस लेवलटा ना टिके कमीगला वॉइस लेवल टिके कमीगला आई कांटेक्ट भी कमीगला जो स्माइल थिला पूर्व फास्ट 7 मिनिट रे सेटा ग्रेजुअली फेड अप होगला मु बुझी पाली
Sir, can I add something?
हां को
Sir, actually I am unable to sit under AC.
अच्छा
So I am shivering inside.
ओके ओके सेटा आगुर कोई परिथा नो प्रॉब्लम
गोटे ठंडा लगुची
थोड़ा सा बढ़ा
हाँ ये एक्चुअली ये हमको भी ठंडा लगुची
हमको भी थोड़ा 16
Can it be
16 degree
yeah
ओके
Sir, actually I am unable to talk at that time.
no problem then it is fine if it is circumstantial situation then we can adjust but initial na 7 minute 8 minute up to 7 to 8 minute it was fantastic बहुत बढ़िया थिला परफॉर्मेंस बहुत बढ़िया थिला बढ़िया आई कांटेक्ट और बढ़िया स्माइल थिला बट ग्रेजुअली फेड अप हला मे भी ठीक अछि सेटा हमें तो ताल चेकअप हे जो नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल ताहले नॉलेज कौन कौन जिनस डेवलप करेंगे केतटा पॉइंट ऊपर कहि दूची सर ऑलरेडी कहते डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्रोफाइल टिके देखिदेवे हिस्ट्री ज्योग्राफी इकोनॉमी कल्चर डेमोग्राफी ऑफ डिस्ट्रिक्ट ठीक अच्छे आपन जहाँ पढ़ी फार्मासी पढ़ी फार्मासी ऊपर टिके देखिदेवे माने स्पेसिफिकली फार्मासी रो कई कोर क्वेश्चन पचारबेनी ऑलमोस्ट से माने ए करंट अफेयर रिलेटेड बा आपनकर जदि किछि स्कीम आसीची ओडिशा गवर्नमेंट रो एवं सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट रो स्कीम से सब देखिदेवे रेस्ट रहिला पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑप्शनल मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट किछि क्वेश्चन कहउचंदी भलो क्लैरिटी अछि बट आउट के नॉलेज इन डेप्थ नॉलेज रा आवश्यकता अछि यूनिट 1 आज जाई पढ़िबे घरे बहुत टाइम अच्छे सफिशिएंट टाइम अच्छे आपन पाखरे यूनिट 1 आपन सिलेबस रो पढ़िबे ता बाद गुड गवर्नेंस ई गवर्नेंस डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ थिंकर पब्लिक चॉइस अप्रोच सोशल ऑडिट एवला किछि इंपोर्टेंट पॉइंट देखि देबे मु लिखि देछि को पॉइंट पढ़िया दरकार सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर टा टिके पढ़ियो भलो भाबरे मॉन्टेस्क्यूज थ्योरी कोन थ्योरी टा टिके देखियो एमती माने एज अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन यू कैन नॉट ऊपर एमती सुपरफिशियली कहि परिबेनी लेजिस्लेचर एग्जीक्यूटिव जुट सेटा समस्त जानि छथि लेजिस्लेचर कौन काम एक्जिक्यूटिव कौन काम जुडिशियर कौन काम सुपरफिशियली समस्त जानी ये लॉ फॉर्मुलेशन करो ना कि तो इनडेप्थ एनालिसिस करेंगे डिफरेंट टाइप्स कौन से कौन हुए कहीं दरकार कहीं आर्बिटरनेस आसले कौन प्रोब्लेम हम है ये सब ऊपर देखिए ये इंपोर्टेंट सो जो पबार्ड क्वेश्चन लगी आपको बोर्ड पचारुंट से समय इनडेप्थ एनालिसिस देवे बिकॉज इट इज ऑल अबाउट ऑप्शनल ऑप्शनल टाइम हमको एनालिसिस करिया दरकार एटी वन लाइनर देवेनी और जीएस सेंट्रिक आंसर से बेस देवेनी से जगह है एनालिसिस करिवे किछ समय कहबे पाखापाखि 45 सेकंड 1 मिनिट पर्यंत गोटे क्वेश्चन आंसर बुझेकी कहबे धीरे धीरे कहबे बुझेकी कहबे इंग्लिश रे असुविधा ले ओडिया रे मध्ये कहि परिबे किछ असुविधा नै
ओके सर ठीक
अछि अदरवाइज ब्राइट स्टूडेंट हे जीवम भाउ जे तरह सो नेक्स्ट यूपीएससी पे ट्राई करियो
थैंक यू
बेस्ट ऑफ लक
थैंक यू
एस्पेरेंट
थैंक यू सर नमस्कार